Shalom, family, trendsetter. All praises be to the Most High Power Hashem for allowing us to see another day. I'm driving, so you will hear some noise in the background. Now, YouTube is at it again, family. They have censored another one of my videos. Unfortunately, I believe they took that video down. I got not a copyright, but I got some kind of message saying that YouTube violation, whatever the fuck, on my last video. But anyway, I'm gonna try to clean it up today. All right, I'm gonna try to clean it up today in this video. I'm not gonna be so direct. Let's just put it that way. Now, a lot of people probably wondering, what's the big deal about George Floyd? Why everybody making a big deal about George Floyd? Now, let me just say this for the record. A lot of y'all don't know that a lot of white people that's actually fighting on behalf of police reform, right, is not only demonstrating or protesting or rioting on behalf of George Floyd, is because they themselves have been victim of the so-called police, which is actually slave patrols. And this is why worldwide they can relate, especially, family, when you see a person on a floor where you have a so-called officer, a slave patrol with his knee in his neck. Just think about that shit for 8 minutes and 40 something seconds. You know what I'm saying? 47 seconds, something like that, in his fucking neck. You know what I mean? This man is like literally begging for his life, crying out to his dead mama. You know what I mean? And then you have people in the audience that want to interject, but they can't because you have the other officer, slave patrol, preventing them from doing so, from saving a man's life. So that optic is very, very troubling. This is why you see worldwide today you have people protesting on behalf of George Floyd and the injustice of so-called black people, because they can relate to a degree. I'm sure many of these so-called white people have run-ins with these fucking slave patrol. I think once they put that badge on, they have a different spirit, because even black officers, family, because I'll be in Baltimore a lot, and I'll be seeing a lot of arrests in Baltimore, and it's always the black officer for some reason doing the most. You know what I'm saying? They have to show the massa, look, massa, I could do it. I could do what you could do. You know what I'm saying? Oppressing their own people. A lot of them don't live in the community, work in the community, but they don't live in the community. And incidentally, some of them actually live in the county, not too far away from the fucking city. And they're willing to put their reputation, their life in some cases at risk. Because see, once you take that motherfucking uniform off and that badge off, as far as we're concerned, you're a regular person. You're a regular nigga. You know what I mean? Unless we know you're a popo or a slave patrol. You feel me? So, family, I just want to come on here, man, and let y'all know, man, listen, for what it's worth, family, for what it's worth, I know a lot of time I talk against the so-called white man, and it's only because of the injustice. You see, a lot of times they'll say, well, I didn't do it, my mother didn't do it, my grandfather wasn't responsible for slavery, it was my great-great-great-great-grandfather. They try to, run it down, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, y'all benefited from this shit. Silence is consent. Y'all was silent when y'all was hearing about black people being gunned down. Y'all didn't do anything then. You know what I mean? But now y'all decide, okay, for whatever reason, I suspect it's because the Most High is stirring up their spirit, because the Most High know in this kingdom that's being ruled by them, the only noise, or let's just put it this way, the only voice that they're going to listen to is their voice. They're not going to listen to our voice. And I believe that's why the Most High have stirred their spirit to side with us. And I also believe that spiritually they know something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong. And they know they're about to get payback. They're about to get paid back. For everything that was done to us, they're about to receive the judgment of their ancestors. Because they are their ancestors. A lot of y'all don't realize we are our ancestors. We come back and shit to this dispensation. So, yes, for what it's worth, the ones that have been marching alongside of us, okay, I'm going to acknowledge y'all, because whether y'all doing it for the cameras or just trying to be a part of history, don't got nothing better to do and shit because y'all out of work, it doesn't matter. The time that y'all are taking to put yourself at risk, because these officers is fucking with y'all too, to show y'all, family, and not only the black people, family, is getting attacked, their own people, to show you once they put on this badge, man. I personally believe a lot of these badges, right? They have it's like the so-called Star of David, which is really the Star of Rembrandt. Okay, that pentagram that they put on their chest. I believe it invoke a spirit of wickedness. Because for me, I can't see myself joining the police force or the military. You know what I'm saying? Brandishing or fucking with or actually obtaining an instrument of death, which is a gun. Now, if I'm going to use a gun, it's to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not to go out there and kill people. A lot of times in the military, you know, they go in the military and shit to go fight wars, and they talk about this are the Iraqis or the Iranis, or this person's the enemy, the Syrians are the enemy. No, motherfucker, y'all are the enemy. Y'all are on their turf. Y'all came to their shores. Just like how y'all came to here, the United States of America, Turtle Island, and took over and raped and robbed indigenous people, which were actually black. The original people here that was here originally were black folks. Y'all came here, y'all did the same thing. So y'all want to go into other people's land and call them the enemy? Are you serious? Because you may have a leader of a sovereign country decide they don't want to fuck with they petrodollar anymore, so they'll send, the military in and shit to try to topple the government and put in their government. Because once you start fighting back against the petrodollar, it's a wrap. Remember Gaddafi, man, to me personally, Gaddafi was the greatest leader of a country that ever lived. Personally, as a so-called black, I think he was mixed, right? But that man was greatness because this man stood for black people. Even his military was female. Did y'all know that his military was females? Females and shit. He had women military. And this man said he was going to start, what would I say, a movement where he's going to allow the African continent to have their own money. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Gaddafi, he had oil, a lot of oil and shit. And America didn't like that shit. Because once you start fucking with their dollar, they dollar that don't really worth nothing, they come after your ass. And they went and killed this man on live television and shit. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect the man. I'm telling you, this man was doing a lot for his country. Everybody in this country, family, was benefiting from the oil. Everybody in the country was benefiting from the oil. Nobody was paying rent, none of that shit. Free healthcare, everything. And because, this man said, you know what, he's going to create his own money, their own currency, and fuck off with the US dollar, they went after him and killed him. This is what they do. So y'all think, like I said in the last video, I do give y'all props to a degree for standing up for justice and shit for whatever reason, you know what I mean? But y'all think with everything that y'all have done to us, y'all just gonna erase 400, 500 years of oppression with marching? That shit ain't gonna work. I don't give a fuck how much you ask us for forgiveness, because I've seen video where they doing that shit. Asking black people for forgiveness for what their ancestors have done. That shit ain't gonna work. See, when you, I think I was watching Deborah Yass's channel. No, I was watching Deborah Yass's channel. And I think she was talking about where you had white folks asking black people for forgiveness. And, because we're peaceful people, we're forgiving people, a lot of us are forgiving them. And what they're doing, basically, like she said, they're trying to exonerate themselves. But once you forgive somebody, you pretty much exonerate them. So they think by us exonerating them, that the Most High power, our Creator, is going to exonerate them. Because, my chosen people exonerate them, so I'm going to have to exonerate. No, hell fucking no. That shit ain't happening. I'm not exonerating y'all. And it has to be an overall, effort and shit. Everybody, all the black people on this planet got to exonerate y'all. Now, I know I'm not going to be one of them. So I'm going to be one of those juries that's going to say, nope, not guilty, or guilty. Fuck it. I'm not exonerating none of y'all. Y'all gonna have to go through everything we've been through. Cause see, y'all don't understand something, right? Y'all don't understand that 1,000 years for man is like a day for the Most High. And I know it seems like, y'all have escaped judgment for thousands of years and shit. But nah, nigga, y'all gonna get yours. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? This planet right here is older than y'all think. The planet is older than y'all think, but mankind is not as old as as they would want you to believe. You know what I'm saying? Every time, I believe that because based on history, every time the Most High is fed up with his creation, he destroyed them. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? Remember the dinosaur? Served no fucking purpose. Big fucking giant lizard and shit that was created by the Nephilim. They came down and they start doing, genetic splicing and shit like that. That's what Genesis means, genetics. And they start fucking with these animals and doing, experiment like they do today and shit. And guess what happened? You had big lizards that didn't serve no purpose, and the Most High destroyed them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the hybrids that live amongst us. Y'all gonna be destroyed too, because y'all serve no purpose. Only thing y'all here to do is just destroy the fucking planet. That's it. And enslave the animals and people, and just murder and kill. But for the ones that have been fighting with us, hopefully your act is enough. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing and shit, physical act is enough to maybe possibly pardon your next generation. Because if you don't pay for this shit, your grandkids gonna pay for it, or your motherfucking kids gonna pay for everything that was done to us. All right. So family, again, for what it's worth, I salute the ones that actually fought on our behalf, because some of them actually are married to us and shit, which I'm against. I'm against, interracial marriage. I believe in segregation. We should stay with our own. I definitely agree with that when it comes to these white demonic entity called KKK people. I definitely agree with them when it comes to that. We should supposed to be separate. The Bible said that shit, right? So if y'all are wondering what's the big deal about George Floyd? He was some of y'all saying he was a criminal. Okay, well, how many motherfucking criminals are out there in the white community and shit that just haven't got caught? Because remember, a thief is not a thief until he's caught. You know what I'm saying? You can't brand a person a thief until you catch him in an act. How many of y'all are out there doing deviltry? You know what I'm saying? Criminality. Y'all are criminals too. Just that with our shit be like in the forefront. Put in the spotlight. But again, family, tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think there's some kind of supernatural intervention why you see these so-called white people marching alongside of us, or do you think they're genuine? I don't think they're genuine. I think they know something is coming, and they trying to make, they're trying to, basically, they got all the wealth and all the white supremacy and all the white privilege, and now they know they're about to, meet their maker, whoever the fuck their maker is, and they're trying to, find some kind of peace with us because they know what's coming. That's what I think. Spiritually, they know they are screwed, and that's why they're making amends and shit. That's what I believe. But anyway, family, I gotta go. With that, I say shalom.